Hello, thank you for tuning in to this video. Today we are going to understand what parameters are tested by the recruiter in the interview room. It's always said that when we know the purpose, our preparation becomes more focused and more systematic. So let's try and understand these parameters before we begin to prepare for our next interview. Starting with the first one, which is profile fitment. Any company would always want a candidate who is the best fit for the role. To show this, please go through the job description which is posted by the company and use the keywords from that description in your answers. In other words, use company's language in your answers. Always try to highlight those skill sets from your profile which are relevant to this role. Always try to talk about those valuable credentials like your academic background or the certifications that you have pursued which are fit for the role. Talk about the relevant projects that you have been a part of, maybe your prior work experience or your internships or your life projects. All of these will show how much better you are as a candidate compared to others. Next is knowledge. So the recruiter is going to try to test your knowledge in various areas. First is technical concepts. They'll of course see how strong are you on your conceptual grounds. Next is general awareness. So they will want to check how much well read or well aware are you about the events happening around. Next is how much updated are you about the overall industry, and how well aware or well read are you about the company itself, its policies, its culture, its hierarchy, etc. Next is role clarity. So, a company would always look out for a candidate who has a very clear mindset about his own short term goals and long term goals. So, in the interview, you should always talk about the kind of roles that you aspire for in your short term and long term, and try to align that with the hierarchy which is present in the company itself. To understand the present role better, you should always try and talk to people who have worked or are working in the similar kind of a profile and try to understand their daily key responsibilities. Talking about that will always give recruiter a confidence that candidate very well knows what he is stepping into. Next is personality aspects. So a recruiter will always want to know what kind of a personality you are. Are you an aggressive person? Are you a composed person? Etc. Nothing is right or wrong, but it always depends on the role. So for example, if I'm applying for a sales role, I would look out for an aggressive person. If I'm applying for a financial analyst role, I would want to be a composed person. So, to do this or to talk about this, you should talk about your team experiences, how well you have worked in the team in your prior work experience or during your academic curriculum. Next is talking about your experiences where you have shown aggression or composure, whichever is suitable, and talking about your stress handling events. Next is body language, a very important softer aspect that the recruiter notices about you because that also speaks a lot about your personality, right? So, if I want to be right on this, please take care of these following things. First is confidence mapping. Body language is very well used for mapping confidence of a candidate. So please make sure you always have confident body language gestures when you are in the interview room. Please maintain a very positive and a healthy eye contact with all the recruiters sitting in there. That is a very, very good sign of a positive body language. And next is posture. Always maintain a very confident posture, a very straight posture while in the interview room. And the last parameter for today is communication skills. So, yes, that is very well tested throughout your interview, starting from the way you greeted the interviewers when you walked in, the tone of your voice throughout the interview. Is it too loud? Is it too soft? Is it too aggressive, etc.? The volume of your speech, and how grammatically correct are you when you are speaking. So, all of these things sum up for the communication skills. So, these are the key 6 parameters that are tested in any interview. If you are looking out for a mock interview to see how well are you presently doing in all of these parameters, this is where you can contact me on. If you have liked this video, if you found this content helpful, please make sure that you share it ahead, and please subscribe to this channel to always getting updates. Thank you.